unprecedented. The bushfires have killed 18 people, they've killed close to $500 million.
Some 130 fires are burning right now, scorching more than 14 million acres of land.
Climbing in Indonesia's capital, Jakarta, after the city's worst flash flooding.
Aktivitas manusia disebut menjadi salah satu penyebabnya. Berikut adalah
The world's largest rainforest. The Amazon basin is burning at a record rate, according to Brazil's research center. More than 72,000 fires have scorched the country this year, an over 80% increase compared to the same period in 2018.
pada 16 Maret mengagetkan kita semua.
It's just one of the floods that seen amidst a swarm of fires ravaging Brazil, its Amazon rainforest, spilling out Bolivia, Paraguay, and Peru.
Can you imagine? All these phenomena are caused by human and will impact back to humans. Well, over the last few decades, we have resisted a global crisis that occurred in a various world. One by one, activists and environmentalists have slowly emerged because the world we live in is increasingly not okay. They invite people together and unite to create a better future and also legacy for generations to come. Various global crises have drawn a global attention such as forest fire in Australia and Kalimantan, climate change in temperate in Antarctica, and the problem of plastic waste in Indonesia and the other countries. Talking about plastic, it has been a problem since long time ago. In fact, it was known that around 1960, there had been an awareness campaign about the use of plastic. So, let's explore the brief history of the discovery of plastic. Plastic was first discovered by Alexander Parkes in 1862, and Parkes named it Parkesian, made from cellulose. Then, in 1907, Leo Baekeland developed the first fossil-fuel plastic, namely phenol, coal waste product, mixed with formaldehyde or formalin. And in 1933, two organic chemists named Eric Fawcett and Reginald Gibson discovered polyethylene, which perfected one of the basic material of plastic, and plastic became popular in 1940. Okay, this is exactly the brief history of plastic in the world. Then, what about if we just concern the existence of plastic in Indonesia? Briefly, plastic into Indonesia gradually after World War II, and Indonesian people began to recognize the plastic in 1950. Over time, the plastic goods manufacturers began to develop in 1953, followed by the establishment of 12 plastic factories on the island of Java. The factories are importing plastic raw materials outside Java and is from United States and the Netherlands. Even in 1917, the waste of plastic cannot be used due to the unstoppable of citizens underestimate the consequence and belittled by the low price and attractive. The society should be aware of the dangers of the bloodless killer, can even be said as an immortal killer. The Ocean Conservancy Organization even report China, Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, including Indonesia, become the largest contributor of plastic waste to the ocean. And Indonesia itself ranks second in the world. Plastic waste that we throw away might not necessarily be decomposed. It takes 100 or even 1,000 of years to unravel completely. While out there is a million of plastic waste that just let it stack up just like that. So, let's just take a look. Antang landfills, known as TPA Antang. The place where all the trash is abandoned and left to rot. In fact, according to 2018 data, the average volume of per kilogram of rubbish during the year is 284,070,768. For a month, there is 23,672,564 and 778,276 per day. Even though there is a garbage combustion tool in the middle of the landfill, but when burning there is still a toxic smoke because it doesn't have a filter yet, so the combustion tool's activity does not function because it causes air pollution. So, we researched how one of the countries in Southeast Asia deal with the plastic waste. Singapore is a small country which is one of the cleanest countries in the world. Singapore produced 8,443 tons of solid waste every day last year. It's the same weight of about 5,600 cars. And the question is, does Singapore have a place to process that much of garbage? Initially, all plastic waste is collected and recycled for processing. After being recycled, it will be sent to one of the 4 incineration places. High combustion temperature will be converted into electrical energy and leave toxic fumes, but they has anticipated that. Then they make a chimney that filters the toxic smoke into an air smaller than 1 micron, and it's very clean, cleaner than the air around us. Then, the waste from the burning ash is transported to the SMAIT landfill, the first man-made Iceland landfill in the world. The island itself has a special water that doesn't even touch the ocean water, and surrounding ecosystem is not disrupted. Ash waste water dumped down forever and microbes take over its job. Possible solution offered by Singapore which is effective, but it requires a cost of million to $1 billion. But there are some easy way and not too costly, like with a simple concept of R3, recycle, reuse, reduce. But more recommended reduce. Why? Besides due to cost effective and energy, we are also able to reduce the use of plastic by not purchasing disposable based products such as plastic bottles, plastic straw, and much more. The thing that humans need to save the future and to make it better is with the consciousness that begins from ourselves. Self-awareness is what makes a real change, even though we start with one step, slowly but surely. Because better futures requires a change. Because every small step of change is followed for more by the word. Then a great intention that never materializes at all. We need to know and realize that plastic is like a two-faced killer. On the other hand, has a great benefit, but in the other hand, plastic is like a virus that kills slowly.